Oh, hello, I'm Davide Barranca, the author of the Adobe Photoshop HTML Panels course and the mighty professional Photoshop scripting book. I've released a new video course and it took me ages. It is called JavaScript Native Applications for Photoshop and I do love it. JavaScript, I think you know, pervasive language, it's everywhere. Native applications are those bouncy things that usually sit in the macOS dock, or how do you call that in Windows? Anyways, apps for Mac and programs for Windows. This is what I'm talking about. And Photoshop, well, you might be familiar with CEP panels, the Common Extensibility Platform, also known as HTML panels. Well, my idea is to play Dr. Frankenstein with them and transplant them outside Photoshop as detached entities that talk to and receive messages from Photoshop the very same way that CEP panels do. But as independent native applications with all the benefits of not being bound to any particular Photoshop version, with access to system-level features, and while using the same JavaScript and Node.js frameworks we are already familiar with. I have recorded 9 hours of video tutorials. I told you it took me ages. Where I build from scratch, I mean from an empty folder, a demo native application that connects to Photoshop and acts like a machine learning powered batch processor. I've thrown in a mix a bit of AI because why not? And it's easier than you might think. The whole project is based on NWJS, a framework that, among other things, allows you to export your intellectual property as a .bin file, a native-like V8 bytecode blob that is harder to reverse engineer than standard JavaScript obfuscation. I'm using Vue.js as a JavaScript framework, which is lovely, Vuex as a centralized state management library, Vuetify as a graphic user interface components provider, plus a bunch of Node.js stuff, Socket.io, and a custom Adobe Generator plugin that does wonders. Actually, it does just a couple of things, but boys, is it good at it. I have devised a communication channel between Photoshop and the application that is based on then-able functions, which is super handy and even more practical than that CEP's evolve script thing. As my focus is on production, everything is based on a set of automated build systems from the development's early stages up to the binaries output. Sadly, there's my face all over it, but I like drawing, which I'm told it helps while discussing code. Does it? If you want to know more about the course, please visit this page and thank you for watching. Bye!